Don't start it. Now it's
Yeah, because somebody sneezed real ugly, so that's a good thing it wasn't broadcasted.
cute.
Are we starting now?
Yeah, we're live.
Live.
Hey, we live. Welcome to the Rhineland. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I think
Whatever. Ponderosa. They're going to do a little roundtable. Well, it would be 9 of them here, but only 3 of them showed up. So, there's that. Um, so you're only going to get 3 opinions then. Here's what it is. So, you guys ready?
Hell yeah.
woohoo.
What is Toby doing?
I don't know.
Dying.
My charger isn't working for some reason, so this is great.
I hope you die.
Wow.
Whoa.
Welcome to Missouri.
Toby and I don't like each other.
So, I guess we can start with Nora since she her speech up first.
I love Norris.
I haven't read it yet on.
It's
You
really
haven't read it
good.
yet, Toby? Oh my god.
Toby, you have to read it.
I read it. I've read it twice, I think. And I liked it, but she was wrong about some things.
Like what?
I wasn't voted out because she said that I organized it. I was voted out because I organized it and everyone knew.
Right.
But like it wasn't because she told. Like people would figure that out anyway because I would tell them.
Right. She took like credit for.
Yeah. Like that wasn't her. Like I wasn't voted out because of her. I was voted out because of me. And Toby.
Yeah. For sure. Well, you were 100%. That's why you were voted out.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I kind of skimmed hers. I like the way she formatted
Oh, what are you
it.
doing?
Bench. Can I ask you a question, Bench? Bench.
So y'all just gonna interrupt like the middle of talking. So if y'all don't go to PNs, like
Oh my god! I was gonna ask you if you had pants on.
what?
Oh my god!
You gonna ask him that in the middle of the broadcast? Sis, girl, shut up. Anyway, go ahead. I can't.
You have pants on?
I was just wondering. Okay.
Get it together.
I like the way she like formatted her speech. I've never seen someone format something like that. So it was like very different. What else did I think? I don't know. I need to read. Chaos and risk were my weapons. That's a weird statement.
What I think that she was trying to say was that she created chaos to get the focus off of her.
Yeah.
But I don't
she
know.
Like didn't do a good job.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
if
she was
necessarily
like targeted like
succeeded
every
in that.
tribal, so I don't think that worked out well.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, and then when she wrote about my secret business with Anna and wrote like this whole thing at Final 10 talking about like I guess maybe I just didn't look at it like that like we had this secret deal and all this stuff. Like when she came to me, I already knew that we weren't voting her out at that point and we were like organizing something else. So I was like, fuck it, I'll like gain her trust in a way and be like, hey, I'm not voting you out, like don't vote me out kind of bullshit, even though I guess she took it more deep than it was because I wasn't really thinking that way.
She probably did because I think she takes things very seriously.
Chelsea is coming.
Yeah.
She is. Okay, cool. But yeah, it just felt like she took that very seriously and thought it was like a move of hers when I mean, if I needed to vote her out, I was gonna. Like, and we could have. There were so many opportunities. All of us could have been like, okay, Nora, like, you're gone. But none of us took it because it just didn't. It wasn't like enough of a threat at any point for any of us, for any round to be hers to go.
Yeah, like I feel like he is in the final 3 not because she made moves to further herself, but because people didn't consider her a threat.
Right.
And people didn't have a reason to vote her out. Like she didn't.
But isn't that a good thing for her though, that you didn't consider her threatening enough to not vote her out? Like,
oh yeah, I think
like, because I don't know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of, of when we and Nicole played Byzantine or whatever.
Oh no, we are not talking
Okay.
about this. We are not talking about
I'm not talking about you, Nicole, specifically, but I'm just saying, like, it was like goats in the end, like Andre and like.
We are not talking about this.
I wasn't even gonna say you, even though you got dragged in that podcast. But anyways, I was gonna say it. Like, it kind of reminds me of that, like how we like let the final five be kind of goaty, and like that was our fault because we took out each other. So
yeah, that's what we did 100%. Well, that's what I did. I was like I'll admit it. I totally did that. I was trying to set it up so that I could get to the end easier, and then Knight's move happened. Whatever. I totally admit it. It was totally me trying to cut out the fucking
I literally was like, yeah, if I go, then all the threats are gonna go one by one, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, you've played with me. You know I do that. That's my game. That's what I do at Final 7.
It's just like, when it comes to the end game, then it's like all the threats are going to get taken out by the goats.
Yeah.
And that was pitching. And then, it happened, so.
And it sucks. Like, there's nothing you can do, especially when not one threat gets, like, to the end with them. Then it's just, like, a huge goat fest. So it's, like,
like, I
extra
feel like
hard.
Like, there's no one in the final 3 that, like, is, like, a big, flashy player.
Right.
And usually there is one. It's 3 quiet players.
Yeah.
And kind of, in like Willow's case, kind of a non-player.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Retweet. I agree.
Because like I just don't know what she did. Like
no. Are you moving on to Willow now?
Okay. Yeah, I'm moving on to Willow.
Okay. Drag her.
No, I just think Willow was never getting my vote, and I like to go into the jury with an open mind. I voted her like once before, and ever since then I'm like, fuck it, I will totally consider voting everybody. But Willow, in my mind, she A, didn't care about the game, B, didn't put any effort into it, and C, was inactive. She didn't try in the final immunity challenge. She posted every single day in the fucking tribe chat talking about how she was busy and couldn't talk to anybody. She took how many hours to answer one message? Like, I just don't feel like she cared about the game. I cared about this game more than anything that I was doing. I cared about this game. So it was just very disrespectful for me, and I'm sure the other players who put their all in. So that is Willow. Boom.
Go all.
I agree. Because like you said, we should make a collage of every time Willow said, "I'm busy, I can't talk."
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be funny, actually.
That'd be like hilarious because there were so many occasions where she did that.
Yeah, like, every time she did.
A stream of Willow saying, "I can't talk today. I'm busy. I'm in LA."
Yeah. Like, sorry, I'm not around. I'm doing this. Like, all this stuff. Like,
well, she loved saying she was with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do something like this, don't do it at the same time as you're doing like a huge thing, like going to LA with your boyfriend and your friends.
Right. Exactly.
Because then you're not going to be available.
Yeah. But even without the LA, she was still inactive. It's not just LA. She was inactive when she was home.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't reward that, especially watching how hard like we all played and the stuff we did and just like giving it our all. I just can't. I can't reward it. You know, her speech, of course I'm gonna read it with an open mind. I'm not just gonna be like, fuck her, whatever, but I don't see myself voting her. I just can't. It's such an injustice. I can't do it. Like, I don't know.
I think it's really based on personal experience, because my experience with her was actually pretty positive. Because me and her were pretty active in PMs. Like, we always strategize, even though we never voted the same way. She was actually, her social game with me was actually pretty good. So that's why I think my experience was a lot different with her than yours.
Yeah.
That's definitely a problem she has. She needs to make sure she has a social game with everyone, not just like a few people. So yeah, basically similar to Matt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's just like Matt.
Willow and I were actually friends before this because we played Caribbean together, and I love her with all my heart. But like, if she's not gonna make the effort to talk to everyone,
then you can't get to the end and expect people to vote for you to win. I mean, especially seeing this jury, like this jury is stacked. Like, obviously it's a GOATY final 3. Like, you just can't expect us to reward that.
Yeah, I mean, we're all good players, I think.
Yeah.
And
Except for Toby.
Impressive.
Woohoo.
Ooh.
Anything else on Matt? Moving to Matt?
Yeah.
Would you
I
like
don't
me
know
to
if I can say much about Matt because him and I never talked. Like,
so
we've had like 2 conversations, and one was about coffee and one was about how I tip retail workers. I mean, it's just that's about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's called me a nice person, and obviously he doesn't know me because he called me a nice person. So
Yeah.
Toby knows what's up.
I don't know like what happened with Matt. Matt is like I don't know. Matt's like one of my best friends, like outside of this game. Post Celestial together. I keep him very close in my heart. Like I genuinely love him. I want to make that very clear before I say
what you drag him.
But it's almost like when we hit merge, he stopped playing for him and started playing for me.
Yeah.
And I never asked for that. I told him straight up, like the first day of merge, if you need to cut me, cut me. Don't, like, I said that. I was like, if you, like, please just tell me if you need me to go. If you have to, like, don't, whatever, for, like, your game, like, whatever. And he just never did. And I feel like he gave up almost. Like, it just, I was pretty sad about that. And when Toby left with his speech saying, like, you know, Matt, you're Anna's GOAT, I knew that he was going to feel really bad about that. And then I felt bad. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I never want you to feel that way. But it's not my fault that, like, I gave him plenty of opportunities to be like, hey, go ahead and play your game. Like, don't play for me. Nobody should play for another person. Like, this is an individual game. And so while I know you guys didn't have social relationships, but every move I made, obviously I made with him. So it's hard because I'm worried about his speech because I don't want him to take any of my moves for him. And I know it's just hard having your like friend in the final 3 like that. Yeah. And, you know, it's just so shitty, but I don't know. There's nothing.
I always thought as 2 votes that were always going to be together, except when it came down to final 5, obviously. So that's why I actually, like, ever since the cherry vote, I think I've wanted to target Matt because I knew that was a vote you'd always have in your vote. So that was like, I don't know, it was kind of annoying to play with.
Oh, I know, I'd imagine. Yeah. I mean, I always try to do that in games I play. Like, I always try to find someone who will be like an extra vote for me.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
I wonder when that happened.
It happened with Nicole and Coach Chang. Thanks, Nicole.
I don't know what that was.
Rolls his eyes.
Damn it, Nicole, get your shit together.
But yeah, I mean, it's just hard when that other person gets to the final 3 without me, because then I'm like, oh wait, like I don't want him to feel like I used him in any way, because I didn't. But like, I don't know, it's just hard to like not vote him because he's like my friend, but to think about like game purposes, I'd be like,
yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a super nice guy, and like, I mean, I think that it's smart to have a duo. It's smart to have someone you rely on. But with you and him, there was just such a power imbalance.
Yeah.
Like, with you saying what he did and then him doing it. And like, that's how I perceive it. If that's wrong, then that's wrong. But...
No, that's right. I mean, there were, I hate it. I love him so much. This is the worst. Like, I'm sure there were moves that he came there. I mean, I'm sure in his speech he'll come up with something like with things that he did that I went along with, and I'm sure that happened. I'm not saying it didn't. I just think the way it was perceived, which is very important. Perception is everything, and not only life but these games. Perception is everything. So the way it was perceived was that I was making the calls and he was following me. So if he can somehow in his speech like morph that and be like, I wasn't doing that, and I made this, and this decision, then I feel like he'll have maybe hopefully a couple votes.
Well, I mean, like, if
I don't know,
my vote is 100% up in the air. Like,
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'll vote for Willow. There's like probably 0.3% chance that I'm voting for Willow. But if that 0.3 comes out, like, I'll do it. Like, I feel like they really need, like, Nora stepped up in her speech.
Yeah.
It was good. That impressed me a lot. So I think that the other two speeches need to be good, and they all need to answer our jury questions really well.
Amazing.
Like,
I'm just hoping Matt doesn't like give up. Yeah. Like, I'm just
If
hoping he doesn't like give up and say there's no way I'm gonna win. Because before I left, I said your main chance of having a shot at winning this game is gonna be sitting next to Nora or Willow. I said that to him before I left. And so I'm hoping that now he's sitting next to them, he's not gonna like give up and he's gonna like wow us or something awesome. So I don't have to like
I hope
feel
he
bad.
does, because I don't know. I don't want it to be just like super obvious that it's gonna be Nora.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. And it feels weird like having Nora be the winner though for me. I don't know.
It's like such any of these three, honestly. It's like
It's so gross. It's like an injustice.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of stand Nora's being the winner. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
I
can feel that vibe from you, my friend.
I get that, but like, it's just like
it's mainly because she black, but you know, not gonna lie. I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, oh shit, another one.
This might sound like petty or stupid or whatever, but like the Barbie thing, she never apologized for it.
No, she didn't.
So, and I mean, like, I know that's like old, but it's just like whenever you do that and then you don't apologize, I think that's not. I don't know.
I know that.
Maybe I should talk about it in my speech. Maybe I will, and then
I would ask her about it,
and then I'll feel fine voting for her.
I just feel like she's not aware of like what she says comes off to us.
Yeah,
I think it's also part of the language barrier.
I agree. I totally agree. But I think if we do address it in our speeches and just ask and be like, listen, like this was like, sure, we started to joke about it and like we made it into something funny because that's just who I am as a person. Like I'll always make something that like hurts my feelings into like an inside joke. But like it would be nice just to have her understand to like not call other people that.
Yeah, because like I speak Chinese, and I guarantee that if I was talking to a native Chinese person,
hello,
I would probably
nice to meet you.
I would fuck up. I would say something stupid and they would get mad at me. So it's understandable. And I'm not going to cry myself to sleep about it. But
yeah, it would be nice for her to like address it.
To be addressed.
I agree. I totally agree with you.
Just as as a learning experience for her.
Yeah, just so she knows like, hey, I shouldn't call these Americans Barbies. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But yeah, it just feels weird to have like any of them be our winner for this season because the season was so good. Like I think it was so good.
Well, one of y'all could have won, but then y'all fucked it up. So
nice move, bitch! Nice move. Get the fuck out of here.
You should have won anyway. You should have won anyway.
How, bitch?
You won everything else by accident.
How could I win an alliance-based challenge at Final Five with no?
You won everything else by accident. You was out here throwing challenges and still won them anyway. So there's no excuse.
Yes, there is. Alliance-based challenge Final Five. No, I know. Bye.
You know what, Anna? Fuck it up, okay? Because you could have won, but you lost the last second, and then everybody else went with you. So.
Oh, bye. Bye, Tyler. How do I kick someone from the call?
Disrespectful.
I'm kidding. I love you. So.
I love you too.
Good. But yeah, the season was amazing. I had a lot of fun, and I hate this final three.
Okay, I have a question. I have to get this off my soul.
Go for it.
Why on earth did y'all think Miles would have been a better winner than the final three?
Miles would have.
Would he?
Yeah.
I need to know.
No, here's why Miles would have been a better winner. Yes, I understand he was inactive at times, but he was also on vacation. So but him and I had an actual relationship that was good, and he made a move by himself. Like that's the thing, he made a move at the Felix vote that I explained to you guys. He made a move, which I don't think any of those final three can say that they made one move like that. And he's just better than the rest of them, in my opinion.
Just like Miles, I love him so much.
Yeah.
And I just I don't feel that way. Like like I don't feel like I had a super real raw connection with any of them like I do with Miles. And like the fact that they couldn't form that is a reason why I'm upset, because I talk to people like super. I'm good at talking to people, and the fact that they couldn't really like do that for me, it's like, ooh.
It's like social game, jury management. Like you have to have it.
Oh my God, it's like having 3 Nicoles at the end. That's crazy. I'm sorry, Nicole.
Aww.
Nicole, I love you so much.
Nicole, you're amazing.
What a throwback Thursday. Ooh.
I love Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole got her shit together.
I have no one. I have no one.
You have me.
You have me. Thank you for coaching.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Hope you don't roll your eyes. I want to punch you in the neck.
She'll be all right.
Any other questions for us?
Annabelle?
B. Oh, wait, no. B, do you have pants on?
What?
Tom,
Why is this a
Okay, let's keep this topic. Annabelle, can you talk about Nora and Willow's involvement in
Wait,
the
do you have pants on? Like, do you confirm this so she can stop asking this question? Like,
She has pants on.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Ben, what's your question?
Can you talk about Nora and Willow's involvement in Thomas's blind side?
Okay. So, I believe it was like March 9th was the day.
With dates?
And it was the day after International Women's Day. And I was very upset that we were voting out a woman. It made me upset. And I thought to myself, I was like, who would be the easiest guy to get out? And that was Thomas. Because he was not wanting to vote Nora out. He was wanting to vote Willow out. So I was like, if I can convince him to vote Nora, then Anna, Miles, Felix, Matt vote Willow, and then we 5 vote Thomas. Thomas leaves. And Nora and Willow, I just basically came to them and I was like, I'm about to save your ass, so you're going to do this. And they did it. Because I asked them to very forcefully.
There you go.
Tyler.
That was my move, and I did that.
Wait. Huh.
Check host chat.
Check who's chat?
Host chat.
Oh.
That move was literally genius. It just happened.
You shouldn't check host chat. Just Tyler, not you, okay?
Like, it was a genius move, and like, you're also confirming that Nora and Willow had like no play in it and just followed what you said. So like that just shows, like that's what they did. They took any. I'm not saying that's not like it's not a valuable way to play or whatever, but like viable, bitch. I think way to play or whatever, to just like take any chance you can to do whatever. But I don't know. Like they didn't do anything for themselves. They just followed other people.
Like I proposed to the idea to Toby, and Toby and I talked about it, and Toby and I decided that that's what we wanted to do, and if they were down, we were going to do it, and they were down because I told them that if they weren't, then they would be out one by one.
Oh my God, I just remembered this now. When Toby flipped back all stupid. Oh my God, that made me so mad.
Oh, I mean,
that was so dumb.
That pissed me off. I was so mad
because I was
like, I think I'm gonna send Annabelle home. I was like, what?
I was doing like damage
because
control.
It was literally super stupid of him because we had come up with a duo name like 2 seconds before.
Oh fuck.
And he told me he told me that like the reason why he voted me out was because he felt like he was being mean by apologizing and then just voting one of them out.
No, that wasn't the biggest reason. The biggest reason was because people started thinking that we were a duo.
Well,
and then it made sense.
That was the problem.
Did you not know
I wanted to target Matt and Anna because they were an obvious duo. So
nobody did though. Nobody could. But no, Toby, what he told me made sense because. You two were gonna start getting targeted sooner or later as a duo, so he had to make the call of, okay, do I split this duo up myself or do I chance being sent home instead of Annabelle in the future? It made sense. I thought it made
Yeah,
sense.
I was like, I'm ready to like cut a bitch if I need to, if like it helps me in the long run. Which it didn't, but you know, it was a reasonable gamble.
But you don't know that.
Yeah, it was a reasonable gamble.
Yeah, like there was no way to tell like which move was going to be the right move. You had to make a call.
And no one would predict that Anna would go on her crazy immunity streak either.
You could have
I
predicted
did.
that, baby. You could have predicted that.
I did.
Oh, please, Kobe, you watch me do it in 3 games.
Oh my god.
I do it every game I play.
No, but like it's more towards the end usually, like from Final 6 onwards, then you start killing the immunities, but you started way earlier here.
I had to.
Yeah, true.
My threat started too early. So I had to start my immunity wins earlier than I usually do.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought Toby, that was a good move on his part, but there's no way to really tell.
Well, the thing is, like, after I did that, I really had no one.
Yeah.
Like, I was kind of in island by myself, but I had Toby. I thought I had Toby. And I... So I would have been loyal to him, and I would have like done what he said and stuff because he did what I said.
Okay, so Loki, that sounds like a lie. So it sounds like it definitely sounds like
stop being mean to people.
It sounds like it sounded like she was saying I would have been loyal to him, and I thought she was going to say then I would have cut him. Because that's probably what she would have done. I feel like that's what she would have done.
Yeah, I felt like she
would
have cut me too, like dead ass.
But
like dead ass, you wasn't taking him to finals though, but you was gonna listen to him for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna like I was gonna like be with you, Toby.
I was gonna be with you.
I also felt like you had like such an amazing social game. That's why I didn't really want to go far because your social game was honestly one of the best of the seasons.
I agree.
So going to the end with a social game like yours was like not optimal for my game at all. So that's why.
Yeah, and I also had a strategic game.
No, I mean, yeah, but your social game is like
definitely. Can we believe that I grew a brain?
I know Barbies don't have brains. We don't have brains.
We don't have brains.
We're just blonde and pretty.
Come on, Malaysian Ken, you better hop in this. I forgot about that.
When Thomas did that drag, I was like, "Oh my god, who is?"
I was shocked. I didn't know he could drag people.
I know.
That was awesome.
I cackled.
The whole jury was attacking me that night.
Oh.
Yes, Mama.
Oh.
She in trouble.
Okay.
Come down and clean your room, honey.
Okay. Love you, Mom.
Where's the drugs, Annabelle?
Where's the drugs? Pass me the blunt.
Stop. Mom, I just
y'all gonna get her on punishment. Y'all
I'm ready. That 24-year-old ass.
Okay, I'll get ready. I'm sorry.
Where you going?
I'm going to dinner in like 30 minutes, and I look like this. So.
Well, it could be worse. She could be ugly.
True. Any more questions for us?
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying to kind of drag it out till Thomas got here because he said he was coming.
Too bad.
And Chelsea said she was coming too.
Too late. They're not here. They can have their own with them too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not doing this again.
I'm going back to sleep.
Here, the rest there.
All right, so do you want me to stop the broadcast now?
Does anybody have any comments they want to add, or Nicole, do you have any questions, or?
Wait. Benj. Wait, let me be clear. Benj has pants on, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
Okay. That's
Was that
the
the
only
question?
question I've had.
Oh, okay. So right now, who's has your vote? I guess.
I can't answer that until I get all the rest of the speeches.
Okay.
But
me,
Nora's
all
speech
I know
was
is
good.
that like I'm not doing Matt. Like honestly, like from my personal experience with him, there's no way I could vote for him with like a clear conscience. So I can't like for me it's between Nora and Willow basically.
Yeah, for me it's Nora or Matt.
For me, It's whoever.
Whatever.
Whoever. Okay, my jury speech is like they have to like write a story. If they can be fun, if Willow can be fun, I'll vote for Willow. That's all I can.
Drag her.
I'm just saying, like if she can be fun, I'll vote for her. Because I feel like it's a little bit of a snooze fest right now, and I ain't having it.
What a mood.
Woohoo, we did it.
Yay.
Woohoo.
Yay.
Are we going to do this again for everybody else?
I don't know, but I'm stopping the podcast.
Okay.
Bye.